Yeah, demon diva, quite the screamer. Cursing, tease ya, hurting, please ya. Spot her out in any of y'all arena. Break the meter, get way too excited, watch her boot up. If the lady could, she get lady wood until you know who we can suit up. I get a girl a salute, wrestling down at the rope. Y'all gotta run with the group, wrestling with the commute. Yeah, that fire glows. Time for the show. I go by the name of Wrestle Flow, yeah.
Hi there. I'm blurry. Hi there, my little demons and divas. Bienvenidos. Welcome back. Second stream. It is I, Isa, aka the Demon Diva. And I was about to serve myself another cocktail, and I thought, you know what? I should just have this drink chatting online with people about wrestling and all that. If you guys missed it, I was on earlier with K Rock. We discussed WrestleMania, kind of run down the card for him because he wasn't aware of who's on the card, who's not on the card. So we kind of like really discuss our feelings about WrestleMania. I had a lot of fun talking WrestleMania with him. And now the Hall of Fame has just ended, and I realized something. So I'm watching Peacock because, like I said earlier, I didn't want to watch the whole ceremony, but I wanted to get on and see Kane's induction. So I logged into Peacock to watch Kane's induction. And then I was like, well, let me go back and watch a couple of other things. And it was not up yet. And it hit me. I know we're going to be nitpicking at everything that they do different than we had at the network, but it bothered me because I was thinking in the network everything will be available right away for you to go back and rewatch it, and Peacock does not have the Hall of Fame ceremony yet. So it just like, how long is it gonna take them to have it up? I don't know. You cannot rewind when you're watching live. We have somebody here on Twitch. I am streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. And Wise Hatter, is that how you say that? Greetings for Germany. Good morning. Good morning to you. It is late night for me, but good morning to you. Thank you for joining and chatting about this crazy WrestleMania week. Why Shatter? Yeah. 6 a.m. You're up early. What, are you up early or have you not gone to sleep yet? What's the tea here? I'm gonna go ahead and give my dog a treat. Here he is, the big dog. He's about to get his favorite treat, and then we're gonna pour a drink and talk a little bit about wrestling. NXT Takeover tonight. Excited? Yes. Um, you wake up every day at 6 a.m. and you have two cats. Super interesting. I love cats, but I only have my dog now, so I am having some tequila and mango. I think that's what this is. And yeah, so I'm a little upset that I can't go back and rewatch the Hall of Fame ceremony yet on Peacock. But I did catch Kane's induction into the Hall of Fame, and that is so well deserved. That is actually a real true legend in WWE. So it felt good to have him inducted into the Hall of Fame. Hi Ben, what's going on? Both of your cats turned 19. That's amazing. And they like to wrestle. Anyways, like I was saying, I thought that Kane's induction into the Hall of Fame was super nice and well deserved. In addition to that, I miss everybody else's, but Hall of Fame is always such a feel good night. I love seeing everybody's fashion choices, seeing all the WWE superstars get all dressed up. I got dressed up too. It's Hall of Fame night. And walk the red carpet. I know that they always said that it feels like prom night to them. So it's always fun to see them have a blast. Super happy to see Molly Holly inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think she's so deserved it. RVD, I saw a little bit of his speech, but I haven't seen the whole thing yet. The only one that I catch live was Kane, and that's what I wanted to see. It was a big deal for me. I really like Kane. He's up there for me. And yeah, so this is probably the slowest night of the week. We had Monday Night Raw last night. We're going to have NXT Takeover for the next 2 nights. Smackdown on Friday, a WrestleMania edition, and we're going to have WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. So I feel like tonight is probably the slowest night of this week. Well, Raw felt like a slow night because God, what a horrible go home show for Monday Night Raw that was. And I get it. People are saying it doesn't matter, but it does matter. I want to go into WrestleMania feeling excited, feeling you good, Roman? Feeling the hype, feeling like it is WrestleMania week. And it doesn't feel that way. Let me tweet the link. Give me 1 second, guys. So yeah, I thought that the go home show for Raw was not the best. I would love to get with no. Not like that. Freaky. I don't even know what your name says because I'm too blind to see that. But anyways, like I was saying, I didn't like that episode of Monday Night Raw. Hi Chris, what's going on? Deshaun, Titus' speech was among the best. I missed Titus' speech too. I really, really need to go back and watch it. Kitty says we'll do an NXT review. I'm excited for NXT. I'm a little more excited for night 2, but both of the main title matches, Io Shirai and Raquel and Finn Balor and Karrion Kross, super excited for that. Of course, I'm excited for Adam Cole against Kyle O'Reilly. I think that's going to be, I hope it main event night 2. I think Walter and Ciampa are going to put on a good match. I just think that is slightly predictable, the result. I think Walter is going to win. And I don't know, every takeover is always so good. Like you can not even watch NXT and you just watch takeover and you're going to be satisfied. Chris says good Hall of Fame. It was decent in my opinion. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of really good reviews for it. And it's exciting. Hi Ben, what's going on? It's exciting to have the Hall of Fame back because last year I know that we had a WrestleMania, but it didn't feel like a WrestleMania. Nothing about it felt like it. No Hall of Fame, no Battle Royal, no fans. That's always going to be such an odd time to talk about in the future. That WrestleMania without any fans in the arena, in the freaking performance center. Like, wow. But I'm still so glad that it happened. I feel like when WrestleMania 36 happened, the world was in such a weird, unknown place with the pandemic just starting, and we didn't know how long it would last. And we were so clueless, and wrestling provided an escape at a very, very, very weird time in the world. But I'm always going to call it COVID mania. You know what I mean? Like anytime somebody brings WrestleMania 36 to me, I'm going to say, yeah, it was COVID mania. You are not kidding. COVID has been terrible for everything. And I feel like we're finally seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm super, like, one of the things that I'm so excited about when it comes to WrestleMania this weekend is seeing fans, even though the stadium is not sold out and it's at a limited capacity. Seeing fans there is going to be amazing. I think that the Thunderdome changed the game because the Performance Center shows were just straight up depressing. With the Thunderdome, you do see some fans, but I need to see some real fans. Wrestling crowd are such a big part of the show. It has felt so weird without it. Manny J say, do you think Brock is coming back? I would love for Brock to come back, but I'm not certain about it. It's been a year, and I miss him. Brock is top 2 favorites of all time for me, up there. And I feel like this WrestleMania, one of the reasons why the build has felt so lackluster is because there's a lack of stars. And like Brock has been part of the WrestleMania build up for the last how many years, and now this year he's not there. There's nobody feels like a big deal like Brock Lesnar, like John Cena, like The Rock. We don't have those big stars for this WrestleMania, and it makes a difference. I am disappointed in the WWE title build up as well because it doesn't feel like a WWE title WrestleMania match feud. And you have these two guys who share such a similar story about how they had to leave the company and come back. to make it to the top. And you really could have written such an interesting story and feud between the two of them, and you didn't. Like Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. I also hate how they are not even mentioning that this fight just happened within the last year, and Drew did beat Drew. Oh, that was fun to say. Drew McIntyre did beat Bobby Lashley in a WWE title match, and I would love for Bobby Lashley to say I'm not the same person, but they don't use any of that. They break up the Hurt Business, which was the stupidest decision that they have made in a while, and I don't know. I really wanted Bobby Lashley to retain, but I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be Drew McIntyre winning night one at WrestleMania. Do you think Lashley or McIntyre is going to win? Oh, we were just talking about that. I want Lashley to win. I just have a small feeling that they're gonna let McIntyre get his moment that he didn't get last year. Blah blah blah. You guys know I haven't been very happy. Like, not, he doesn't have to make me happy. Drew McIntyre as champion was just not for me. I felt he was goofy and his promos were just like, he has a good resume. The people that he beat is impressive, but when he would come out and talk, he never convinced me that he was a dominant champ. Yeah, smaller groups are easy to keep COVID free, but there's some places that are not taking that into consideration and are doing events at full capacity, and I'm not agreeing with that. Until we have full vaccines for everybody and everybody can get the vaccine, I don't think that any states should be like fully reopening the way that is happening right now. Deshaun, what's going on? If Brock is not back by next Monday, which he probably won't, expect him around SummerSlam. I think they're gonna keep Brock away until like we can have real fans in the arena, so they can have a big moment and a big pop for that if he comes back. What is there left for Brock Lesnar to do? That being said, I do think the panic button needs to be pushed, and we do need some kind of superstar to make a comeback. So, April, what's going on, girl? His character was flat. There was no growth, no evolution, nothing over the past year from Drew. You're absolutely right. I actually liked a little bit the promo that he cut last night to open up the show, where he talked about, he left home. Maybe it's because I relate to that a little bit. This week marks the anniversary of when I left home. So maybe he just hit a good point with me with that. But I like that promo, and I wish he talked about, I left the company and I wanted to give up and I didn't. I wish that was the Drew McIntyre that we have seen throughout the last year. Wrestling is always about shows. I remember when I was a kid, I watched some late night wrestling with Pops. Yeah, I love wrestling. It's such an escape, but and WrestleMania is an exciting time. I will be lying if I tell you that I didn't wake up yesterday, Monday, like, oh my God, it's WrestleMania week. We're going to be so busy, so much TV to watch, so much wrestling to watch. Yeah, but I feel like only the hardcore fans have that level of excitement. Like, I don't think that there's a lot of casual viewers coming into wrestling right now. And I feel like, so even when WWE makes an effort to bring in casual viewers, then the hardcores kind of shit all over it. You know what I mean? Because I do think that WWE is trying with including Bad Bunny in the storylines, including Logan Paul. Like, I get that not a lot of people are going to be fans of them, but they are targeting a whole different audience with these people to bring new eyes into the product, and then wrestling fans just like shit all over it. You know what I mean? Like, why is this guy here? Oh, it's so annoying. Well, they've been broadcasting the shows from the Thunderdome, and they've had live fans there, and I think the Thunderdome is amazing. I'm a little bit sad that they're going to continue to be using the Thunderdome, because you can see baseball now is starting to have a limited capacity in the stadiums. So is basketball. So I was hoping that WWE would do something similar, where they would rent a space and perform out of there while allowing fans in. They've been doing it for NXT, so I thought they would do it for the main roster as well. I understand that it's not worth traveling because of the limited capacity, but you could pick a place in Florida that you rent out for a couple of months, and then people can just come there, kind of like what AEW has been doing. I think the Thunderdome is great, but it's not the same. Um, I did enjoy the show Glow on Netflix, but I'm not fully done with it yet. I think I'm like halfway through the second season. The first season I like binge watch. Like I watched it all in like a day or two. And then I haven't gone back for the second season in a while. I need to finish it. It's a good show. Um which match at WrestleMania do you think will be the best? I think Cesaro and Seth Rollins could steal the show if we're talking wrestling, like in ring wrestling wise. Yeah, I think Cesaro and Seth Rollins are gonna put on a really, really good match. And they could steal the show for sure. And that's night one. Who do I think will main event night one? It should be Bianca and Sasha. Would they do that? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think Kevin and Sami Zayn will be a banger, but they're on night two, right? I mean, they could steal the show, I guess. Like, because the question was, who do I think will steal the show? Yeah, I think Bad Bunny will have the best. Guys, do you guys see what they did to Bad Bunny's car last night? Oh my god! I know. I'm just now getting more calm about Bad Bunny's Bugatti, but that shit hurt. It hurt in my heart. By the way, just so everybody knows, with my cute sparkly dress, I'm wearing red bottom shoes because it's Hall of Fame night. So I just want everybody to know that I even put on fancy shoes today. Look at these babies, okay? It's for April because I know she's gonna get hers soon. Look at how pretty these are. Anyways, Harry, what's going on? Welcome back. I had two streams in one day. It's because it's WrestleMania week. I told you guys I would try to go live more often on WrestleMania week. Harry says a lot of times I will stop watching wrestling, but after the death of my dad, I just continue in honor of him. Hurts my heart to hear, and I'm sorry for your loss, but I'm glad that you're continuing that tradition because that's what it's all about. Like those things that remind you of those moments, you should keep that alive. So I'm glad that you're still watching wrestling and keeping that memory alive. Hey Matthew, what's going on? WWE title will be the best. Drew and Bobby Lashley? Nah, fam. She says 6 weeks until I get my own. I cannot wait to be part of that moment for you. um yeah, so I went all out for the Hall of Fame. My dress is so sparkly. I was thinking I was gonna like walk the red carpet or some shit, you know. And I'm on a mission to not repeat any outfits throughout this week because I think I'll be streaming every day. So my goal is to have a cute, different outfit every day that I stream. Also, I got my nails done today, guys. You guys know shots for Brock. I talk about everything, but like my nail artist, he's so amazing. I don't deserve him. I don't. He's the best. Many people lost care for the best thing we can do is honor their memories. My best friend passed as well. I'm so sorry to hear that. And I'm glad that you guys are doing like when you love someone, like you have to keep their memories alive. You have to keep those moments that really remind you of those people. And for those of us who are lucky enough to still have these people in our lives, people that mean a lot to us, we need to make the most out of the moments that we do get for them. Those shoes and that necklace are an amazing set. Thank you so much. I like the necklace too, and my earrings are brand new too. I just got these today. So the Hall of Fame was amazing. All my reactions are on Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitch also right now, so trying to grow my Twitch following. So if you guys are watching me on Twitch, make sure to hit the follow button. I want to cry for the bad time for Molly Holly. I'm just glad that she got inducted, but the fact that they gave her such a short speech kind of makes me mad. Are you excited for NXT moving to Tuesday? I am, and I'm going to be covering NXT on Wrestling Inc. You guys can catch me there on Fridays, and now you're gonna be able to catch me there 2 days. So, I also just love being on here. I love like you are one of my favorite people. I feel like you've been watching my channel for so long, and I just always love seeing your name pop in the chat. You always have such a like when you start a YouTube channel and you're so uncertain, you know, you're like, do I really want to do this? Like, do I want to put myself out there? Like, I get so many trolling comments, and it's just the people that are always here and always comment and watch my content that really keep me going because it can be hard, especially because a lot of times people just leave me like super hateful comments, and there's like they don't understand that I do wrestling is like an escape for me. So I don't take it, I love it, but I don't take it seriously. So my reactions are always extra and I always talk all this shit, but I love wrestling. It's just not something that I'm going to like take seriously. Like some people take it seriously and some people see it like an escape. For me, wrestling is an escape. So I joke about it a lot. I talk a lot of shit, but I have respect for every performer, everybody. If I like talking shit about Edge, it's because Edge is wrestling my favorite, Roman Reigns. That's how wrestling works. You have a favorite, and if somebody's trying to go after your favorite, you don't like them. You know, that's just wrestling 101, guys. But I have noticed that I have hit a weird spot on YouTube with my comments towards Edge, and it's just like he's going after my dude. You guys, I named my dog Roman. Like that's how much I love Roman Reigns. He's 1000% biased when it comes to Roman Reigns. Like I admit it. So I appreciate all of you guys that have been here. I cannot believe that the channel is like we are so close to 10,000 subscribers, and I have big things planned for 10,000 subscribers, including a 10-hour stream. We'll see if I survive, but 10 hours for 10,000, I thought it would be fitting. Last time I looked, I was like 400 away from it. So thank you so much. Like I appreciate it, and I appreciate you, Harry, and I'm glad that I can help you with your escape from reality that wrestling is. I see some. Wait, enjoy the time with them outfits. Look nice. Wait till you guys see what I have planned for night 2 of WrestleMania. For Roman Reigns retaining. This might be my favorite dress that I've worn yet. Is there anyone you would like to be inducted into the Hall of Fame that deserves it? I want Undertaker in the Hall of Fame next year, with WrestleMania being in Texas. I think it's just like meant to be. Like that's where he should be inducted, and I want it to be full capacity crowd so he can get that ovation that he couldn't get when he retired because there was no fans allowed. So yes, I want to see Taker next year in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'm still gonna be watching AEW. It's gonna be easier to watch AEW now that NXT is on a different night. So I'm super excited about that. My YouTube link is youtube.com/NYC Demon Diva. Please subscribe. Help me get to 10,000, guys. Also, in case I didn't mention, this is what I'm drinking tonight. I hope you guys are having a cold beverage with me while I sit here and talk wrestling with you guys. Who remembers the Money in the Bank winner? Oh God, it was Otis, and then he lost it to The Miz. Who remembers that The Miz actually successfully cashed in? It was champion, what, a month ago? I feel like the last good Money in the Bank was Brock. It was Brock. Wrestling has been unscathed for me since 2012. I love it, Chris. It's been I watched wrestling on and off since I was very young, but since like 2014, I've been watching like nonstop. Stupidity at close-minded people are really not like real people. They don't need, you're absolutely right. They don't need real people to be involved in their choices. Yeah. When AJ lived first, I was interested. AJ Lee was so good. I miss her. She should be in the Hall of Fame too. You pretty late lately. Yeah, this is a late night stream. Sometimes you just have I was gonna serve a drink and I was like, why can't I just have this drink online with people? That way you don't feel like you're drinking alone. So am I an alcoholic if I'm drinking with all of you guys? No. But if I was sitting here by myself drinking, then I probably look pretty bad. I don't have a Discord server, but should I create one? Let me know, guys. Let me know if you think I should create a Discord service. Shit plug, I do have an OnlyFans. Go subscribe. Good shit over there. Wish when I get done with this stream, I need to go take some cute pictures for OnlyFans. So thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that comment. I try my best, and I try to not let it get to me. But you know what? It's very hard for girls trying to cover wrestling. Like I feel like it's even harder. So but I love it, and I'm not gonna stop. I love talking wrestling. I've always said that. I'll talk wrestling with whoever wants to hear me talk about wrestling. So, no, the best money in the bank cashing will always be Seth Rollins. No, like there's no. They should have retired the briefcase after that because nobody will ever outdo that. You're absolutely right. I know the Miss just had, and I can't believe Money in the Bank is next month. Like, I cannot wait to see who's gonna win it for the women. Um, it's going to be very interesting. I think for the men, I don't even know. The storylines are so. I feel like after WrestleMania, we really need to do a hard reset on some of these shows and some of the storylines, and Money in the Bank could help that. What I do want is whoever wins it for the women to hold the briefcase for at least a couple of weeks, because after Carmella, everybody either cashed in the same night or the next day. You know what I mean? Like, we don't, like, the only woman that got to walk around with the briefcase and really troll was Carmella, and she did a damn good job at it. I love Carmella, by the way. He should have, but maybe he will next week, or maybe he will be inducted. You never know. You never know. Can Moxley trust the Bucks? No. Moxley is a lone wolf. He should not trust anyone, in my opinion. I don't like Moxley teaming up with anybody. I always see Moxley. I know that AEW is sort of about factions, but Moxley should always walk alone. That's his character. That's who he is. So my Twitter. Listen, I can't talk too much shit about it because of what happened to him recently, but I got hit with a copyright strike from DMX, from his music company, or like his label. They were hitting, like, I in the email you can see everybody that got hit with the copyright strike. Now, the thing that I have learned is that Twitter, you have to have 6 strikes in order for them to take you down. And I didn't have 6 strikes. That was my second one. So I tried to appeal it. They still haven't even replied. And I get it, like, there's so many users, and I guarantee you everybody probably appeals their suspensions, but it's so unfair. Like, I feel like that Twitter was my entire wrestling identity. I had it since I started watching wrestling again. My new Twitter, guys, NYC Demon Diva with a 1 instead of an I. If you're not following it, follow it. I'm heartbroken about this Twitter account. Hopefully I can still get it back, but it might take months. So that's why I created another one. You can create a Discord. DM me. We want to talk about that, because I had a few people ask me if I was going to create a Discord, and I was like, I don't know. I like the Shield CM Punk storyline back at that time as well. The Shield was so good. Was so good. Matthew says, I cover wrestling on YouTube and WWE blocks them, so I have to move to Twitch. You have to be very careful with WWE and with what you post. Otherwise, and you don't want to lose your channel, because YouTube doesn't mess around with that stuff. Too many copy strikes, you will lose your channel, and that will be painful. I don't think that Shinsuke will cost Rollins the match. I'm so disappointed that Shinsuke is in the Battle Royal. Shinsuke Nakamura deserves so much better. I see you, Harry, too, talking about Shinsuke. Yeah, it's heartbroken. But if you guys remember, Shinsuke won a number 1 contender match for the IC title, and he never got that match. So I feel like after WrestleMania, Shinsuke is gonna go after either Apollo or Big E, because he is owed a Intercontinental title match. But I really thought that after that gauntlet match, they were gonna rebuild Shinsuke and do more with him. I'm so mad that they gave him that performance. He was back on everybody's radar, and then they did nothing with him. Felly wrestling fan, I love that Ethel Johnson, the number 1 African American woman wrestling, is in the Legacy Hall of Fame. Amen. Amen. Will it be a cinematic Money in the Bank? I don't think so. I think we're just gonna have Money in the Bank in the Thunderdome, to be honest with you. Supposedly the new Thunderdome is like a deal that they signed all the way through August. So I think that after WrestleMania, I don't think that we'll see fans back in the arena until maybe SummerSlam. That being said, I don't think that they're gonna do a lot of cinematic matches anymore. But John, I have to give them credit for Money in the Bank last year. I really liked that Money in the Bank match at corporate headquarters. It was epic. And like, when we go back and think of like matches that we got through the pandemic era, that one ranks up there for me. It was so much fun. They have fun with it. When AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan entered Vince McMahon's office, that moment was so iconic. It was so good. Shinsuke does deserve better, and Big E would actually be great. Yeah, thank you for following my new Twitter account. Felly says, I want Laycool in an NXT women's tag match to be surprises in the women. Oh my god! That would actually be cool. I like that. I like that. Do you think that we'll get a surprise from Bailey and not Bailey? I really can't believe Bailey doesn't have a WrestleMania match. But I'm talking about Carmella and Billie Kay. Or maybe even the Iconics reunite and show up at the women's tag team turmoil. I would love that so much. Kyle, I'm so happy you made it. Sometimes I like to do a late stream because I remember when I first started streaming in the pandemic, my streams were always late at night. So every once in a while, I'm like, I should do a late night stream just for old time's sake. But this week is so busy that I'm like, I also cannot miss out on sleep because the next 5 days, I think tonight is like the slowest match, like the slowest night with Hall of Fame. Everything else is going to be like on 100 miles per hour all the way through next Thursday, because we have Takeover, Smackdown, WrestleMania, Raw, NXT, AEW. Like, I don't know how we're supposed to cover all of that. I hope all wrestling content creators stacked up on a lot of coffee. You guys are really, really, really talking about Money in the Bank, and I can't wait to see who they put in Money in the Bank. I feel like there's so many people that deserve to be in Money in the Bank. And Money in the Bank is such a showcase match. So I don't want it to be cinematic because that's the one thing I didn't feel, as much as I liked it in corporate headquarters, it didn't feel like the showcase ladder match that we always get. Money in the Bank matches are usually insane. And I can't wait to see it. You guys remember when Brock showed up and Ali just sat there on top of the ladder and didn't do anything? Angel Reed says, I don't know who they treat worse at the moment, Shinsuke or Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, definitely. At least Shinsuke is getting a couple of wins in there, and he's wrestling some big names. Jeff Hardy, he just lost to The Miz. Big or Cesaro. Well, I feel like if Cesaro was to win at WrestleMania, that could elevate him into a title match against Roman. If Cesaro can beat Seth Rollins, I am rooting for Seth, but I will see that being a really good storyline between Cesaro and Roman Reigns. The corporate Money in the Bank match made me laugh so hard with all the old wrestlers showing up. It was awesome. Again, you had to give them props for trying a little bit during those days where everything was so uncertain. We will all, but they seem focused on the new divas right now. Yeah, and listen, that's okay. Like this, there's so much talent in the WWE women's roster that they don't even know what to do with it. Bailey doesn't have a match. Charlotte doesn't have a match. Like, ugh. Night 1 match, most looking forward to is Sasha versus Bianca. Yeah, I have 3 for night 1, and that is Sasha and Bianca, Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, and The Miz and Morrison, and Seth Rollins and Cesaro. Those are the 3 matches I'm looking forward to the most, night 1. Maybe Carmella and Billie Kay will enter. Carmella will change Billie for Bailey. Oh my god, stop! Why are you writing this so good? You're better than their creative right now. And Billie will reunite with Peyton. Yeah, I love that idea. I love that idea. Imagine if wait, what were they called? Baymella make a return? Oh my god. Then let them win the titles. Thank you, Demon Diva, for reminding everyone that they're not yeah, he was losing to everybody. That's why I didn't want Daniel Bryan in the match. He's like, he was losing week after. He lost to Shinsuke, he lost to Cesaro, he lost to Jey Uso. Daniel Bryan was losing matches like crazy, and then he won the Elimination Chamber, and then next thing you know, he's in the main event. I don't have anything against Daniel Bryan, but I just don't think that his booking is consistent with what he's doing right now. Like, oh, so you go from jobbing to everyone on TV to like tapping out everybody and laying out Edge and Roman Reigns. It's not fair. It's not fair. Chris said he's looking forward to Daniel Bryan, Roman, and Edge on night 2. Me too, to see Roman Reigns kick their asses. I would always be a huge fan of Shinsuke. He is right here in the Hall of Fame. The only thing that I have missing here, well, I have a lot of like pictures with wrestlers that I don't have up here, but the only picture that I don't have that's on my bucket list is a picture with Brock Lesnar. But you have there's Becky, Shinsuke, Seth, Roman, and Roman. That's my wall of fame. That's like the wall that I keep to remind myself of the wrestlers that I love. Over here, you guys can see it. It's my wall of positivity. And what I have there, maybe I can like tilt my camera a little bit. What I have there is pictures of things that make me smile. So you have Mariano Rivera, Walter Mercado, I know, random, Britney Spears, and me and my dad. So, sometimes when you are trying to create content, you have to remind yourself of things that make you happy, moments that made you happy. Meeting those wrestlers were fun moments for me. These people make me smile. And last but not least, I have a little make magic happen sign. So, and my little one. Those are my secret to my streams. Do you think Becky will return at WrestleMania? Not yet. Because I feel like both storylines for the women's titles going into WrestleMania could continue after WrestleMania. Maybe for Money in the Bank? Listen, I would love that. Harry says, I've been listening to Ace Who Bugatti again and again. Reminded me of that horrible tragedy that those idiots did to Bad Bunny Bugatti. But how good was Bad Bunny's promo? I was very upset. I read a lot of people saying that it was painful, that they couldn't take it, that it was too long. Bad Bunny was speaking from the heart. And when he said, if you're a real fan, you would have done the same thing I did, I was like, yes, I would. He's not lying. I love that they finally let Bad Bunny explain to the WWE Universe that he is as big of a mark, if not a bigger mark, than all of us. It was great. I really, really loved his promo last night. I just don't understand why they hyped up a celebrity match more on their go home show than they did their WWE title match. That's ridiculous. Miss is very good. I feel like the Miz and Morrison are like my guilty pleasure that I hate to admit that I enjoy them, but I really enjoy them. I really like them together. I love the Miz, and yeah, I don't like him doing what he's doing to Bad Bunny. I don't know, but we'll discuss after the stream because I had to like kind of think about it. But I'm excited to have a Discord server. Ruby Riot is another great one that should get a push. I agree. Has the Riot Squad, they never even been tag champions. The only real legit women's tag team left. Edge and Roman might continue after Mania if WWE book Edge. Stop! I don't want Roman to lose at WrestleMania, guys. What is going on? Matthew says, hear me out. Rhea beats Asuka. Yes, please. Raw next night. Rhea celebrates and boom. Oh my god. Io debuts after losing to Raquel. Do you really want Io to come to the main roster though? Because they're kind of burying everybody in the main roster. I have a fear for NXT call-ups now. I used to want my favorites to get called up so bad. Now I don't want anybody to get called up. I want to keep them down there in NXT safe and sound. Yeah, I'll DM you about it. I'm gonna wrap up the stream soon so we can talk about it. I wish they would take the show main event and turn it into the women's show. Oh, like an all women's show in the WWE network? I mean, a lot of fans have been trying to go for that, but they haven't done it. They have the talent to do an all women's show. Felly, guess what I'm saying? He says, I don't want Io in the main roster. I'm scared. Me too. Even Asuka, her title reign has been stupid. Like, and Asuka is so talented. She hasn't defended her title since October, guys. How is that? Like, it's not a good title reign. It's not quantity, it's quality. Yeah, she's been champion for a bunch of days, but of course, if you don't defend it, But if it was Brock Lesnar, everybody would be talking shit. um, the arena. I posted that video, Kyle, the other day. It was on my camera roll. I've been going through like memories of WrestleMania, this and that. And I posted the video. I was sitting there front row when Shinsuke debuted. It was such an amazing moment. How do you ruin that? How do you ruin that? Ugh. Just gotta wait and get all of it if it's not too long. Okay? That's a report that spoiled the Universal title match last month. Yeah, I would love to see a Cesaro Roman feud. I didn't read that, but I would love to see that. Both female and male division would be cool. Yeah. No, Demon Diva loves Boston. No, that role will never, ever be on my Discord server. Yeah, don't let Vince get to your NXT favorites. He will ruin them. Keith Lee, Shayna Baszler, examples of Oh my God, Shayna Baszler. She was so good in NXT, such a dominant champion. And when she showed up, she was so dominant. And now, listen, that's another thing. Like, people are talking about the tag titles. If you don't plan on doing anything with Shayna Baszler, then let her hold on to this damn tag title. Asuka was having a good reign when she was feuding with Sasha and Bailey. And then after that, and I don't want to be too critical of the Raw Women's title because I feel like so many things went wrong. Like, so many people got injured. But I'm pretty sure they were going to put that title on Lacey Evans. They were going to have Asuka lose to Lacey Evans. We should all be thankful that her husband didn't pull out and that she got pregnant, because we would be having Charlotte versus Lacey Evans at WrestleMania. That will be our Raw Women's title match. Instead, we're getting Rhea Ripley against Asuka, and I think they're gonna kill it. I used to love WWE video games, but the last few ones have been absolute trash. The 2K games. I hope the next one is better. That's a... See, Mark, so here's the thing. I feel like when you ask that, like, that is such a subjective question, because are we talking like in-ring? Like, what match was I the most emotionally invested in? I was talking about how much the women main event meant to me, and I feel like that is one of the most emotionally invested matches that I have ever been like a part of. I was there. I was in tears as soon as they came out. I honestly never thought I would see the day that the women will main event WrestleMania. And that to me meant so much that that match always ranks high up. I enjoyed Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31 with Seth Rollins cashing in. If I gotta go old school, Macho Man again, Ricky Steamboat is a match that I could watch forever. It was perfect. To me, that is a perfect wrestling match. So I feel like we all have different matches, but it's based on which match were you the most invested on, which match had all of your favorites, right? I feel like the women's main event I was invested on. WrestleMania 31, my three favorites are Brock, Roman, and Seth. So that was like a perfect combination. So yeah, I feel like everybody's that's why you cannot pick just one. You should do like a 5 favorite WrestleMania matches, because it's hard to have just one. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 25, a classic. There's so many. And WWE is making their women's division dirty every week. Yeah, it's back to... I love Ronda Rousey. She's one of my favorite athletes of all time. But sometimes I wonder, did we get that revolution just because like Ronda Rousey was there? Because it doesn't feel like it's been the same ever since she left. And ever since Becky left, even worse. So Shayna should have won last year against Becky. Yeah, I know. And so had Rhea Ripley. There was a lot of weird decisions with the women's matches last year. Rhea should have won, and Shayna should have won. Asuka losing to Lacey. Horrible. Yeah, that was the planned storyline. And if Lacey would have not gotten pregnant, that's what we would have gotten. How long can Naya keep Reggie around? Naya's a that's Naya's sugar baby. So as long as he wants to get shit bought for him, he's gonna stay around. Besides, he might be scared of her. He might be held hostage and we don't even realize it. Really happy for Keith Lee and his lovely fiance. Yeah, me too. I love seeing the pictures. I know that Keith Lee has been struggling with some health issues and he wasn't clear to compete. So I'm really happy to see them at least posting happy photos, and their doggy is adorable. Yeah, they gave Shayna Baszler the biggest push at Elimination Chamber. The way that she just freaking came out and beat everybody, and then like look at her now, which I still love her, and I still think she's so scary looking when she comes out. I just hope they do more with her. I'm about to lose it. Just on face and charisma. Hulk Hogan versus Andre, WrestleMania 3. That's a lot of people's favorite match. I have like a top 20. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's so many matches. I was there for Kofi when he won the WWE title. That was such a beautiful moment. Do you think that Chad be next year Warrior, or wait until it's in LA? I think it's gonna happen regardless of when. But LA is his hometown, so possibly. But I think next year, just because of everything that happened so recently, that is still so sad. That still like shakes me to think of that story. And this guy passed away saving his son. Fucking legendary, man. Um, Angry Braun, what's going on, baby? Welcome to the stream. I'm going offline soon. You joined just in time. I was gonna say you didn't join the stream. What's going on? Also, for those of you who are watching me on YouTube, make sure you hit the notification bell. I went live earlier, and a couple of people were commenting that they didn't get my notification. YouTube do us dirty sometimes, man. Um, Hopefully Mia Yim returns to NXT. Yeah, because God, what a fucking bust Retribution ended up being. I can't. I feel like it was cursed from the beginning. I remember when it was like 20 of them. Poor Ali, man. I feel bad for everybody that was a part that had to deal with this Retribution crap for so long. The best part is that they gave them those really shitty names. So you can still rebuild these people, bring them back with the regular names, no mask on, and you can still do something for them. But not Ali. Ali didn't get a mask and a stupid name. We all know it was him. Poor Ali. Like, what bad luck. First, the Money in the Bank thing, where he just froze on top of the ladder. Then the whole injury and Kofi Kingston took his spot. Then the hacker thing. Poor Ali. I feel that Nia Jax's regional storylines was WWE's original plan for Nia and Enzo. Yo, Justin, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's a really, really good point. Shayna scares the crap out of me, but she's kind of cute too. You into that shit, right? You like it when they look like they could kick your ass. He was a real life hero. He was. Who is a wrestler that you secretly like, but you're scared to admit that you like? Hi, Bashan! Welcome. I was wondering where you were. I've always been a fan of Sheamus, and I feel like not a lot of people like Sheamus, but I like Sheamus. I don't have a problem with Sheamus, and I think he can wrestle. He's a beast. He's scary. So yeah, I would say Sheamus. I like Morrison a lot. I know that like ever since he came back to WWE, they haven't really taken him so seriously, but I still enjoy him. Not right now, not after what they did to Bad Bunny, but I still like him. Um, what surprise do you think WWE will have for the night after WrestleMania? I don't know. Do you think they'll bring somebody back? Brock? The only person I want to see come back is Brock and John Cena. I would like to see John Cena come back at some point. I would love to see, for selfish reasons, another John Cena and Roman Reigns program now that Roman Reigns is a heel and Roman can really talk his shit. Because the original program was when Roman was all scripted and John Cena ate him up with some of those promos. I feel like it will go very, very differently now. And I would like to see it. So I would like to see John Cena come back and Roman Reigns eat him alive. The problem is that Roman Reigns already beat him as a babyface. So it's like, of course, he's gonna freaking murder him as a heel. But you know, John Cena is so busy doing the Hollywood thing, even though he said he will never do that to us. I see you, John Cena. Mickey James versus Trish, WrestleMania 22. Love that match. Naomi winning the championship, Iconic winning the tag title. I cannot believe the Iconics won the tag titles. That was such a good moment. Retributions are Nexus rejects. Oh my god, you guys are like shitting all over Retribution. Retribution Mad Max era rejects. Oh my god. China is one of my favorites too. She dressed up like who did she dress up as? Um I was thinking about doing well, no, I was about to take this to a whole different. I was gonna say I did a little Rhea Ripley kind of sort of cosplay, but it was an OnlyFans style cosplay, okay? So Raquel Gonzalez should face Jax. Nia Jax? She'll kill her. I think Raquel Gonzalez. I don't think Nia Jax is scary. I think like people that are like big, strong, and muscular are more scary than Nia Jax. Like if Nia Jax came at me, all I have to do is outrun her. As long as you got your cardio down, you can beat her. She'll gas out. I haven't had this good of a laugh in a while. Oh, I'm sorry, you've been kind of bummed. It's WrestleMania week. We have to be sitting here having fun, having a drink, enjoying. We look forward to this week every year. Whether we talk shit about the build or not, we enjoy it. So Kyle, I am glad that you're here laughing and having fun. It's WrestleMania week. Cheer up. I'm sorry that you've been kind of bummed though. I feel like people's moods are all over the place right now with everything going on. And I hope that me coming here talking shit helps you feel a little better. After Mania, they should bring back Ronda. Ronda ain't coming back. Sheamus is hot. Drew McIntyre versus John Cena would have been a great match for WrestleMania. Yes, it would have. Yes, it would have, but Drew McIntyre is not there yet. I want John Cena versus Roman Reigns Playboy pillow fight. No, I want Roman Reigns to kill him. When Tay went live with her dog on Instagram, she ignored all the NXT comments. I knew it was her as soon as I saw the dog. I'm a dog person. Even here in this building, I don't know any of my neighbors or their names, but I know their dogs. I know people by their dogs. So I sometimes, so you'll ask me, who is that? And I'll be like, oh, that's Bailey's mom. Bailey being the dog. Like, that's how I know people. So as soon as I saw that dog on NXT, I was like, I know whose dog that is. I confused the dog for a second with Pancake. That's Carmella's dog. They look very similar. I'm anxious to see. I cannot wait to see the Chris Jericho interview in that podcast. That's going to be probably one of the highest viewed ones. Everybody's curious for it. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, I know. I know they had the. I knew it was her dog. I knew it was her dog. That would be like if I posted a random video somewhere of Roman running around. You guys are all gonna know. You're all gonna know. Roman Reigns versus John Cena will be great for WrestleMania. They have a storyline. John Cena can come back and not only avenge his 2017 loss, but go out not of Roman Reigns. No, he's not beating Roman, but maybe he should go and beat whoever wins on night one. Maybe Bobby Lashley, maybe Drew McIntyre. Then he could really be title 17. Because the Universal title doesn't count like that. John Cena should go after the WWE title. I just don't want Roman to lose to anybody. Mickey James is more popular in Impact Wrestling. I love Mickey James. Love Mickey James. Oh, she dressed up like Macho Man. Too bad I don't have the Channel Mania will be on. You don't have Peacock? You need to get Peacock. It's like, and you can get it for like 50% off. It's like $2 or something like that. I should have a 7-day free trial. So if you download Peacock now, you can at least watch WrestleMania for free and then cancel it. Yo estaba triste porque todos los gatitos que nacieron en mi patio de la calle. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad that I'm bringing you smiles. Dogs are the best judge of characters. The best judge of characters. A lot of people saying Brock Lesnar gonna attack Roman Reigns. No, 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 no. It's not time for that yet. I like Parker a lot. Teddy Turnbuckle is in the chat telling me to take my ass to sleep. If you guys don't know, me and Teddy or Steve, he has like a split personality disorder. We do a podcast Monday through Friday at 2-4 in the afternoon on stereo. It's called Afternoon Delight Driver. And we just talk about the headlines and we predict wrestling. We talk about lines, lists. We have a lot of fun. So you guys should check it out. He also uploads it onto his YouTube channel after. You should dress up like Selena Vega. Y'all look alike. Problem is that I'm slightly taller than Selena Vega, but I could probably still cosplay her. I should. I'm gonna find one of her outfits that she wore. Remember, like the Performance Center era when she was coming out slaying every week? I'm gonna find one of those outfits and I will do it for you guys. I'll post it on my Instagram. Make sure you guys are following my Instagram at NYC Demon Diva. I'm gonna do it. Hivation, I got you. I'm gonna do a Selena cosplay. We can only watch Mania on Peacock. Unless you're international. The international crowd gets to watch it on the WWE network. We are stuck with Peacock. Kyle, do it. Do it. You get a 7-day free trial. You can watch WrestleMania for free. So, afternoon delight. What will we all do when Roman is not losing at WrestleMania? And if he is, I hope that all of you are subscribed to my YouTube channel because I will have the craziest fucking reaction because I will lose my shit if Roman Reigns loses at WrestleMania. Like, do you guys understand how much I love Roman? Like, I don't think that you guys understand how much. Like, you do. My dog's name is Roman. I love Roman Reigns. He cannot lose. I will die. I won't die. That's dramatic. I will die. I see all of you guys are with the Selena Vega cosplay. I'm gonna, not this week, because this week is already insane. But next week I will let you guys know when I'll do it. I gotta find the outfit and then find my best version of it, and I will recreate one of her looks. He's not going to lose, guys. Stop saying that. You guys just want Roman to lose just to see me lose my shit, don't you? That's heartbreaking. I hope Drew wins at Mania, but if Drew does not win, I hope, imagine if freaking Bobby retains and then we hear it. Then, now that's when I will lose my shit. If Brock shows up at WrestleMania or the night after, I miss Brock so much. I think, don't you guys miss Brock a little? Like, don't you guys miss Beastie a little bit? Suplex City? Then, listen, so we have Brock Lesnar show up, and then he beats whoever has the title. He beats them. And then, but, no. Yeah, he shows up and goes for the WWE title, and he wins it. And then you have Paul Heyman managing both of the main champions on both brands. Hello. Amazing. And I love how his role is so different with Roman Reigns than what it is with Brock Lesnar. I think it will be amazing. Demon is the person who will cuss Vince out. I'll cuss anybody out. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'll fight anyone. I should get that. Remember that Kevin Owens shirt that says fight anyone? I would. I don't care. Listen, guys, if I survived some of my mom's disciplinary actions growing up, I can live through anything. My mom was a little savage and she was mean. So she trained me to not be afraid of anyone. I fell in love with Roman when he started saying, acknowledge me. I acknowledge every day. Me too. I think the acknowledge me thing is so hot. He's so hot. Okay, sorry. This is a late night stream, so I can get away with saying that. He's so hot. You know who else is hot? Bad Bunny. Mom sounds tougher than me. My mom, she's a bad bitch, and her hands are so big. One time, so my mom is a shorty, guys. Like, she's short and I'm tall. One time my mom was like yelling at me and she goes, hold on. I'm like, what is she doing? She goes and grabs her freaking step stool, puts it in front of me, gets up and slaps me. And the whole time I was like, what just happened? My mom was a correctional officer in one of Puerto Rico's most dangerous all women's prison. That should tell you everything. She was trained to listen. My mom is a legend. She's a legend. I love her. But the best part is that she's like super sweet and short, and you would think that she's the best. She does have a potty mouth, so she never yells at me for cursing because I feel like I got it from her. So that's the one thing that she never really like calls me out on, because I always be like, I get it from you. But my mom, she's scary, bro. I'm actually loving Roman Reigns. He's been putting SmackDown. Yeah, Roman has been carrying. When he came back, everything changed. He's a game changer right now. And it's awesome. Roman is super hot. Agreed. Jay never acknowledged Roman. I mean, he's working with him, though. Why don't they put Ricochet with Damian and Bunny? Yeah, no. I like Ricochet. I just don't think that that pairing will make sense. With Damian Priest being kind of Puerto Rican, he's more New Yorican. He's not really Puerto Rican. Whoever is in the chat, don't yell at me for that. You guys know Puerto Ricans that are born and raised in the island have a weird thing with New Yorkers. That's just what we're taught in the island. So, like, I think the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest make a good pairing. It's a cute friendship. I just don't know that they will be friends in real life. You know what I mean? New Yorican and a rocker. Damian Priest, best friend with reggaetonero from the island. I just don't see that being a real friendship in real life. Jey Uso needs the IC title. Agreed. Agreed. Or maybe Jimmy comes back and they can go for those SmackDown tag titles, because God, are those titles fucking worthless right now? Why did the Street Profits even lose those titles for it to go to Ziggler and Bobby Roode, who are doing nothing with them? The match is on SmackDown. They didn't even make it to the WrestleMania card. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. That's sad. That's sad. Don't you wonder if he pissed somebody off? You know? Bad Bunny and Mercedes Martinez. Yo perreo sola, que ningún baboso se me pegue. Y she does it, ella lo tiene que hacer with the remix. The remix with Ivy Queen. I love that one. It's so good too. That's the one thing, like, when I talk about like Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny helped me through the pandemic. His music puts me in a good mood. And when the times got depressing throughout this last year, when I lost my job and everything fell to shit, his music pulled me out of it. A lot of times people ask me, like, why do you love him so much? She's like, during this year, that everything seems so negative and depressing, when you find things that bring you happiness, you kind of like hold them close, because everything was so uncertain. We didn't get a lot of moments that were happy moments. And all I have to do is say, hey Google, play Bad Bunny, and that automatically changes my mood, And that's like, wait, she's gonna start singing, isn't she? Hey Google, stop. We don't want to get copyright strike.
I understood. Stop. Is that right?
Yes. Okay. So yeah, Bad Bunny he helped me. He helped me, man. And Boricua, pa' que tú lo sepas. So, yeah, oh my God, I was singing today la canción. Pensaba que te había olvidado, pero pusieron la canción. I wish we could play music. We'd be having a party if these companies weren't so anal with copyright strikes and all that crap. See? Bad Bunny got people that never watch wrestling watching wrestling. It's happening in my own family. Even my dad be asking me every week, what did Bad Bunny do on Raw? He is bringing a different eye to the product, and it's great. And I don't feel like Bad Bunny being here is hurting anyone. So, oh my God, why Shatter? You're amazing. He said the base on my Discord server is already done. I guess I'm gonna have a Discord server. I don't even know how Discord works, but I'm excited. Once we finish it up, I will tweet the link so you guys can join my Discord server. I feel special. All right, guys, I think it's time we wrap it up because, Demon, how would you like if Roman surprised you right now on video chat? Would you guys imagine that? So, do you guys remember when Roman Reigns was doing Cameo? And I sent him like the DM because I wasn't going to pay $600 for a Cameo. I'm sorry. Times are rough, Roman Reigns. We're in a pandemic. So I sent him a DM and I just said that I was hoping he was staying healthy and that I missed him. And then, guys, all right, so when I met him this day, this was in Houston, I told Roman Reigns about Roman. I said, I named my dog after you. And he was laughing because Roman is so little. He thought that it would be like a big dog, right? And I was like, no, he's 5 pounds. So when I sent in the message on Cameo, he said, like, hey, I'm glad we met in Houston and stay healthy because I share with Roman Reigns my own experience with cancer. And he always remembers that too, which is why I adore this man because he shouldn't remember those things. He meets so many people, and the fact that he remembers my story, because I was able to tell Roman Reigns, you've inspired me. When he came back from leukemia, I told him when I was going through my own cancer, watching you and watching wrestling helped me make it through it. So thank you for that. So the fact that he remembered that, and he said, please be safe right now, stay healthy. And then at the end of the DM, he said, tell little Roman I say what's up. He remembered my dog's name. That little DM made my entire life. And that was in the middle of the pandemic too. So it was like so amazing that I was like, Roman Reigns remember me. He remembers my dog. What? He's so awesome. But also at the same time, I have met Roman Reigns quite a few times. He probably I get so excited. He'd probably be like, oh God, is this girl again? No, he's very friendly. When I met him in Houston this time, he looked at me. He was like, hey, and he said, bring it in. And he gave me the biggest hug. You know what? Yeah, we got to wrap up the stream on a high note, talking about meeting Roman Reigns because he was amazing. And he remembered that I named my dog after him. It's awesome. He's awesome to me. Him and Becky Lynch are probably two of my favorite people to meet. They're so humble and so nice to their fans. Guys, Selena Vega cosplay coming soon. We will do more shots for Brock throughout this week. Maybe Thursday night after NXT. Maybe after WrestleMania. We'll see. But turn your notifications on because you don't know when I'll be live. And thank you guys for hanging out with me, having a little cocktail with me, a little late night. But I am going to shut it off because I need to get some sleep. Because like I said, the next 4 days are going to be insane wrestling-wise. 5 days. I don't even know. I think the next week we have wrestling. So I adore you guys. Make sure you go follow my Twitter account, NYC Demon Diva, with a 1 instead of an I. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, NYC Demon Diva. If you guys want to support the channel, actually the only way to support me is OnlyFans. Only if you're 18. It is not safe for work. You have been warned. Do not subscribe if you're looking to see innocent. Thank you guys for tuning in. Cheers. And I will be back tomorrow with some NXT reactions. Adios.
Welcome to the demon level, body slamming through the rubble. Hosted by your demon diva, Queen of Sass, Style Lisa. Champions and main events, hot and cold and all your questions right here.